Hey, the new Miss Silvia has come to town. It's the Silvia M, and this is the latest version from Rancilio. It's Gail from Seattle Coffee Gear, and we're going to do a crew review and show you what's changed and what has not. The casing is the same, still a stainless steel casing, drip tray and all that's the same. But what has changed, if you'll notice on this switch right here, this indicates that the boiler is heating up. This indicates that the machine is just plain on. So there you go. The machine is on. The boiler is up to temperature, so it's not heating up. And then the other thing that has changed is we took the screws out of the top so that we can actually take the water tank out. We're going to show you the inside. So on the inside, this is the new boiler. They put an insulation wrap around it. And if you note up here on the last version of the Silvia, this is the heating element that actually removes so that you don't have to, excuse me, take the whole boiler out. This is the old boiler. This is the heating element is built into it. This one, the heating element comes out. So a lot less expense. So should you happen to burn it up like this one here is burned up, the element comes out. So that's kind of nice. And this is a brass lead-free boiler. There's no lead in that boiler, so they've got that down pat as well. Comes with the same, well, hold on a second. 67-ounce plastic water tank, 2 hoses. One is your draw hose that goes into the boiler, and the other one is return in case of excess moisture. So don't worry if that short one is not in the water, because it's going to put water back in there. It's not drawing water. Same lid, same casing, 58 millimeter professional portafilter. This is the same one that comes on the commercial machines that Rancilio has. So it's the same, identical portafilter. Comes with a single basket, a double basket, a lovely scoop, and a lovely plastic tamper that you will want to swap out and get a upgrade immediately. The tamper is really a downside. Comes with the rubber disc for doing your back flushing. Instead of a metal back flushing basket, it comes with this, and you put this in here, and then you do your back flushing, and it blocks up the holes. So that's the basics of the machine. What buttons do we have going on here? This is for brewing. This is for if you want to dispense hot water out of your steam arm, like this. You can get hot water for Americanos or tea. And this one down here is for when you want that boiler to come up to steam temperature. This is a single boiler machine. You can't do both functions at the same time, brewing and steaming. At steaming, it's going to take the boiler up to the 280 degree or so. And when it's brewing, you want that boiler to be down around that 200 degrees, 195 to 205. So I'll show you the sequence of how I brew and steam to get the boiler at the right temperature. It's called temperature surfing, and we'll go through that. As soon as we get some coffee going, we'll get some milk, and we'll come back and we'll show you how to do the whole process of making a drink. Okay, so this is, I have this on. It indicates that the steam is up to temperature. The boiler's up to temperature to do steam, so I'm going to get the condensation out of the line before I actually do the milk. See? I got to tell you, this has a very powerful steamer, so it's going to go fast. You don't even have to turn it on all the way if you choose not to. Probably got enough foam, so now we just submerge it, let it heat the milk up. Now I'm almost done. I'm going to shut this off. I want that to start cooling down. That is good. Okay, so now I'm done. As you can see, it made pretty nice foam. Look at that. I haven't even turned it into wet paint yet. So we want to wipe this off because this is not an anti-burn steam one, so you want to wipe that off immediately. Now, this boiler is way too hot to brew with, so temperature surfing. I'm going to make water come out of the until that light comes on. This refills the boiler after steaming. This is an important step. Otherwise you can burn up your boiler. Burn up the heating element. Okay, now that light came on. Now I'm going to wait for that light to go off, and then I'm going to wait about 30 seconds. And while I'm waiting for all of that, I want to talk to you about why you want to do that. You get the milk out of the steam tip is one function of that. You can actually do it into your cup. It'll heat up your cup. When you're steaming with this machine, the pump is not running. You're depleting the water that's within that boiler that is surrounding the heating element. If you don't replenish the water in the boiler and you go just keep doing steaming, 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 the heating element is in dry air, nothing around it, it will burn up. So by doing this, you're cooling the boiler down, plus you're drawing water into that boiler to make sure that that heating element does not burn up. Of course, we're now waiting a little bit, but that's the nature of a single boiler. You just have to wait a bit to get things going. And while we want to make sure we keep our milk, the foam incorporated into the milk. Now that's out, we wait about 20 to 30 seconds because as it heats up on a single boiler machine, it actually goes over. It goes to about 211 or so. If you wait that 30 seconds or so, it's actually going to cool down to more of the 204, 205 temperature, and it's all guesswork. It's not, there's no science here. Let's pull a shot. And that milk looks pretty nice. Came out good. Coming out a little bit fast, but you know, we dialed it in and then we did some other stuff, so. And we're using the Olympia Coffee Big Truck today for our espresso. It's organic espresso blend. We quite like it. Okay, that pulled a nice shot. No art. But hey, I didn't say I'd do any art. Never said I would. Yeah, that tastes nice. So, I would say, what is the advantage of the Silvia? This machine has been around forever. It has nice, you saw on the inside, brass and copper components, just like the big boys do. They're commercial machines. Very heavy duty, 58 millimeter portafilter, nice stainless steel casing. Steam, unbelievable, very powerful. What's the cons on it? It's a single boiler, so you can't go back and forth and do both things at the same time. And this has always been a complaint with the Silvia. It has a small drip tray, but you definitely have to empty this more often. The one thing I didn't mention that it does have, it has a three-way solenoid valve, which means you're going to get a relatively dry coffee puck. It gets rid of the excess moisture, sends it down into the drip tray. So that's one of the pros of that machine, which other machines in this category don't always have. So that's Miss Silvia M, the new version. Check it out on our webpage. Have any questions, give us a call. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, give us some thumbs up, and if you have any questions, call us. We're always there to help you out with your decision. Talk to you later.